Hello my friends, I'm Lucas and you are watching coldemonspl Open the Box series where we check the plastic stuff we are addicted to. Today the Great Wall Hobby set from the sWS family. It isn't the latest model, but I didn't find enough information about it and that's why I decided to make this video, and maybe it will be useful for someone. And of course I will try to answer the question, buy or not to buy. Okay, what's in the box? First the papers, colored leaflets where the company presents its achievements. All versions released are on one page so you can easily compare them and choose what you like. Next a colorful board with the camo colors and modest vehicle markings. And the manual. It's accurate with good drawings, everything clean and clear. I don't remember having any problems when reading it. Well, now a general look at the frames. Chassis elements with wheels, we have two identical frames. Next the second sprue with more details of the suspension and steering system. Then we have a frame with the top of the hull elements of the driver's cab. The fourth frame is the cargo box. The next frame is flag elements, not all but the main parts. And now tracks, two identical frames with links. On the small sprues we have the flag elements, tools and interior details and a separate hull frame. Let's look at the tracks. They are for use, but if someone wants to change them to metal, the only option is full model. There will be a bit of pin mark sanding here and the cutting off is also going to be quite annoying. The detail is pretty good for plastic. Look at the little rivets on the flag shield. They are really nice and also from the inside. The flag side is worth replacing because what you see here isn't perfect. The cargo box floor has a nice texture. I don't know how true it is, but here it does the job. Some small elements are also nicely cast and there is nothing to criticize for. The wheels are cool but without great details. If you want to make the interior of the engine compartment, we already have something to start, but the engine must be purchased as a separate set. Looking at these details, I can say that it's not bad and it promises to be quite fun. The front tires consist of three parts. This is a nice solution, although you can buy resin ones because they are offered by Hussar Productions. And we have two types of the rims. The drive wheels are quite poor and they need to be detailed more or replaced. Metal full model are much better, but more on that in the moment. The equipment details are not perfect and tool clamps can be replaced for photo etched or 3D parts. The elements of the interior are quite okay. As for the flag parts, the bars will look much better in the metal version. The magazines can also be exchanged for metal or resin ones and are worth keeping to complete a stowage or a diorama. The hull looks nice and details are clearly visible, but you need to add a few of them in the internal part. The photo etched thread is standard on model nowadays. The same here, the parts are well designed and it's a good option to use them. And some aftermarkets used on my project. First of all, metal tracks with additional drive wheels which are better detailed and despite the price I recommend it. The set of flag bars from Master Model is a great addition, especially when we take a closer look at the level of their performance. A few empty shells but also full ammunition will be perfect to enrich our model. The resin magazines and ammo boxes from the Eureka XXL are great to place on the vehicle or on a diorama. And finally the towing cables. There are no dedicated set for this model, so I added two types to choose, one from Panzer II and one from Panzer III. So this model is worth buying. With the additions it can be a real eye-catcher. It's highly recommended for all German armor fans. Let me know what you think about this set, click on subscription button and like my movies. That's all for today. See ya!